Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So lately I've been feeling some type of way with my gender, and so I thought why not just share with you all my experiences with gender dysphoria, and hopefully it could be relatable to some of y'all. If you don't know, I identify as non-binary. My pronouns are he, him, and his, and I also identify as gay. Now throughout my life, I've always been more feminine, but I also feel like your outside presentation and your gender presentation also has an effect on how you perceive yourself within. There are times where I question myself and think like, am I transgender? Am I a woman? Do I feel uncomfortable in my body? And in some aspects, yes and no. Those of y'all who are cisgender and have the privilege of never questioning your gender, lucky you. So growing up when I was younger, I remember going to my sister's closet and like rating her dresses and trying them on. One time my mom caught me and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm just trying on her dresses. And she's like, what? That was my first experience probably knowing how I wanted to present myself to the world, and I was probably only 5 years old. And so when homophobes are like, oh, they're too young to know if they're gay or transgender or whatever, it's like, no honey, you know pretty soon. It wasn't until I got into high school when I started experimenting with makeup and I felt so much more confident in who I was. Growing up, I did look up to Gigi Gorgeous, and at the time before she transitioned, I really resonated with her. And so it was really nice to see someone else that I could like look up to and be like, wow, I kind of feel the same way. And so I hope that those of you out there watching me kind of be like, oh, like I kind of relate with Kevin. And so I hope I could be that person for you. It's funny because when I was younger, my parents allowed me to play with like girl toys, but when I got older and I wanted to wear girl clothes and makeup, they said, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're a boy. The family's gonna look down on us. Like, you're gonna make our family look bad. And so I think back to it and I'm like, were they really upset with me being me? Or were they just upset with how others in society would view them? Or even how society and others would treat their own kid. I think that could have been the case, honestly. I remember I was 16, I started buying my own makeup and like growing my makeup collection, and then my mom took all of my makeup away and I said, no, stop, I bought that with my own money. And eventually she gave it back, and over some time, it does get better, so eventually she accepted me for who I was, and eventually I started doing her makeup and she asked me for tips on how to do my brows and everything. It was just so wholesome. Now once I became comfortable with who I was and wearing makeup, wearing girl clothes, there came a point when I became an adult and I was questioning whether or not I was transgender. So a lot of thought went into thinking about this, and I had to consider a lot of things, considering, you know, my gender presentation, my pronouns, my future love life, how society would treat me, you know, my potential new name, my body, all that stuff. And I was like, is this who I am? Is this what I really need? Is this something that I feel is a necessity into affirming my gender identity? I feel a lot of times people are rushed in finding who they are, but honestly, it's a journey. Everyone is at their own pace. And so for me in college, I started learning about this term called non-binary, which is what I identify as. And a quick summary, I made a whole video about this, I'll link in the description down below, but the quick summary of non-binary is just a person who doesn't exclusively identify as either male or strictly female. I do like to present myself more feminine, but at the same time, my name is Kevin and my pronouns are masculine, because at the end of the day, pronouns are just pronouns. And in playing with that combination, it really affirmed to me that you don't have to fit into a binary, which is exactly what I am, non-binary. I just think that combination of pronouns and gender presentation, sexuality, all the things I just listed out, I feel like that just really makes the most sense for me, makes me feel the most comfortable and confident. So those of you who are feeling lost with your gender identity and all that stuff, I feel like you should just maybe play around with different pronouns, gender presentations, and see how that makes you feel, because at the end of the day, you have to feel confident, comfortable, and happy in your own skin. And I think that's what helped me the most in being who I was, is just focusing on what made me the most comfortable and confident and happy, not what my future lover or my family or society would think of me, what I thought of me. Okay, now that we have my makeup squared away, let's get into clothing and how that can affect my gender dysphoria. Oof. So So there was a time where I did experiment with like masculine clothing, and I feel like there was a moment where I did enjoy that, and honestly sometimes it's kind of fun and I'm like, damn, I could be hot both ways. But I personally do not like it when people go like, hey man, what's up bro? Or like, hey dude, or you're so handsome. I personally do not prefer those like masculine terms. I prefer like, oh my god, you look so pretty, or like, oh my god, you look so dainty, I love your outfit, you slay, like yes queen. I don't mind king, I don't mind daddy. I don't know, like there's some things I'm okay with and I'm not okay with. It just really depends, to be honest. So recently I did go to Vegas and it was so much fun. I'll link the vlog in the description down below. And this was my first time going on vacation as an adult, and this is also my first time really packing new swimwear that I've never really worn before. And so this was so out of my element. I've always worn like boy shorts and like just topless at the top, but this time around I packed like bikini bottom shorts meant for, you know, dudes with a package, and like a crop top that was almost like a bikini top, but it didn't have like the cups because obviously I ain't got none. And honestly, I felt really good in it, but at the same time, I didn't. It's really weird because I felt really good in it because I felt feminine and I felt pretty, but at the same time, I was really self-conscious about it because I was scared that dudes were not gonna talk to me because they're like, this isn't a chick. And again, this goes along with, you know, live life for you, not for other people. Who cares if guys don't want to talk to you because you're not, you know, a girl? Like, just be confident in who you are. I personally would have been fine shirtless, but honestly, I feel better with something covering my nipples. But at the same time, I don't want breasts. It's a really interesting, like very fascinating topic, like just gender in general. So I don't know if YouTube's gonna like this or not, but girls are in bikinis all the time, so I'm gonna try it on for you all and show you all what I wore to Vegas. Oh honey, hello, who is he? So this is what I wore to Vegas at a little pool party. I feel so sexy, so confident, so covered, yet so revealing. I've never worn anything like this, one, on the internet, but two, like at a pool out in public, so this is really fun and exciting for me. I love this top because it really just covers everything but still shows everything. These are swim bottoms for dudes because obviously I still got a little junk in my trunk, if you know what I mean. But it's still so sexy and it feels so confident. I really want to go to a pool party right now. Hey young, where you at? Now, if I were to wear a bikini top that actually had like cups, I don't think that would be very comfortable for me just because I don't think that aligns with who I am. And so I like how this just really is just like flat into the skin. But at the same time, I felt like I should have had something, but in order to talk to boys, but like, we don't need to talk to boys. But yeah, I never thought I would wear something like this. Again, I would be okay going topless, but I feel so much more baddie in this look. Now, I recently got this top from Amazon thinking that I was gonna bring this to Vegas because it's so glittery. I love that it's a crop top, very Y2K vibes, okay? Feeling my pop star girl fantasy. But the thing is, it comes with these like little booby cups inside of it, and I just, again, like that's just not me. Like the moment I put this on, I was like, I don't feel comfortable in this. I honestly kind of want to like cut the inside and like take out the little cups and like sew it back on and make it flat to my chest, just because, I mean, I look good, but like, I don't know, I just genuinely don't feel like right in this. And so again, I think it's all about like trying new things and experimenting and see what you feel good in if you don't feel good in, because I know I don't feel good in this. Like this just does not feel right to me. It feels nice though. So like this type of outfit, I feel like I'm not really into anymore just because I feel like it's too masculine. Like it totally could be androgynous, but like, I don't know, I feel like the silhouette of it, but I do like baggy stuff. It's just this specific outfit. So yeah, I used to wear stuff like this all the time, but I don't feel super confident anymore. Like it looks cool, but I don't think it's just me anymore. I'm definitely more feminine. So yeah, something like this, I'm feeling like not the most me. And I think that's the most important thing about fashion, is that you get to pick and choose which clothing really represents who you truly are. And so that's why I really love fashion, because you get to really choose and style who you are on the outside. I hope me in sharing my gender journey and how I found myself and what makes me feel good and not feel good inspires you all to look inwards within yourself, and hopefully you find who you are, and hopefully you find comfort and confidence the way that I did. Remember, do not feel pressure to conform or fit into a box because of society or your family or anyone else, because honestly, at the end of the day, you really are only there for yourself. So who cares whether you can't talk to boys because you don't have boobs or something? Who cares if your family wants you to dress more masculine because that's not who you are? Or who cares if society says otherwise? I'm always growing, I'm always changing, I'm always evolving. I don't think anyone is ever stagnant, and if you are, like, growth is a beautiful thing. And so I feel like every year I find a new aspect of myself that I love or not love, or something that I used to love, and decide that, you know, maybe this isn't for me anymore. And that's okay. Nothing is wrong. You do not have to have a concrete, you know, situation or plan in place. So just go with the flow, enjoy life. Life is too short, so just be happy. But be sure to go and follow me on all my other social media platforms such as TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at FlawlessKevin. That way you can stay up to date with my daily life shenanigans and some cute outfits, y'all, because I be posting some cute stuff everywhere. Be sure to go and subscribe to my vlog channel. Link will be in the description down below. That way you can get to learn more about me and my weekly life shenanigans. I try to vlog every single week, but if not, it's still a good time over there. But yes, I love you all so much, and remember everyone, to be flawless is to be yourself. Bye!